Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I'm going to be going over the YCS decks from Rio, and just going ahead and we can look at the pie chart in this real quick, then we'll hop into the actual deck profiles. But we can see that Snake Eye is still, like, you know, the most popular deck. It got 14 places in top 32, so about half of top cut. Then we can see, you know, 10 pie got 4, Voiceless Voice got 5. So, you know, Voiceless Voice and 10 pie, you know, roughly the same amount in, like, popularity and top cut. But we can also see that Voiceless Voice went from 5 to 1 when they went in the top 16, where 10 pie actually converted 100% in the top 16, and then, you know, slowly died off after the top 8, and then top 4 was just all Snake Eye, which, I mean, you know, it's not, like, too hard of a prediction, right? Like, Snake Eye overall is still the best deck. We still see a bunch of, like, you know, a bunch of random decks also topped, like Dark World Pearly, Labyrinth, Horus Stun, Despia, Flu. Then there was, like, a couple of Fire King Snake Eye too. Well, I assume that's this, like, Snake Eye version of it, right? But I mean, obviously, I hope it is. And then we see one Melodious, made top 32, went to top 16, then lost in the top 8. But okay. Let's go ahead and go over the actual deck list now. So we don't have all the deck lists, but we do have a lot of them. So this is the first place list. I actually went over this list on my channel. I did a deck profile with him. But yeah, just going over it, like, super quick. We can see that we have decided to play the Kashtira cards in the deck. We want to play 2 Rock. We go for the Hope Harventure combo, which I think a lot of people are going to start going for Hope Harventure combo more and more as people learn the Snake Eye Diabolistar more. And then, yeah, we can see, like, Deck Lockdown in the side deck, assembled for the 10 pie matchup. And then no talents in the main deck. Going on to the next list now, we have Chris LeBlanc's list, who got top 4. And then going over this, we can see that they are not playing Snake Eye Diabolistar, and they are deciding to still stick with the Jet Synchron and go for the Omega Dispatter combo. Then we can see in their side deck, they choose Skill Drain, D-Barrier, which D-Barrier is an interesting choice because it doesn't work in the mirror match, but it works very well against everything else that's not the mirror match. So interesting that they decided to go for this instead of maybe, like, you know, maybe more Skill Drain, maybe Deck Lockdown, you know, cards that work well in the mirror but also work well against everything else too. Then we can see, let's see, what else? Play 1 for 1, Cross Out in the main, Draw in the main. How many hand traps is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 hand traps. We see a decent amount of back removal, Twin Twister, Cosmic, maybe trying to respect Rogue more. And, you know, with also D-Barrier too, yeah, maybe they're just trying to respect Rogue more. And then on to the, oh, we don't play Access Code either, we decided to play the Typhon, because we're playing, like, the 3 Synchros. Then going on to the next list now. This is a top 8 list. I also did a deck profile with him live too, if you want to check that out. But we can see the Melodious Snake Eye deck, and yeah, I don't think there's, like, too much to say about this. You know, people do need to, like, cook this deck up more before we wait. This is also not the same deck list that I went over on my channel, I think, because I don't think the one that I got sent was playing 1 for 1. I'm not sure, though. Maybe they messed up on here. But yeah, I feel like there's not too much to say about this deck right now. People are going to need to test it more and more. There's, like, a lot of different combos that people are trying to go for instead of just, like, you know, the Apo, World Sea underneath of it, you know, DD Crow Guy, Flame Birds in the IP, stuff like that. People are cooking up a bunch of different combos. So I feel like, you know, this deck will end up changing a decent amount, at least in what it goes for. We also see the Betrayal Silvera in the side deck. This card's a little bit more usable now because we have Snake Eye Diabolistar, which, you know, Diabolistar, this makes you send a Diabolistar. So that card will be a little bit more popular. Metatronus, this card's also becoming a lot more popular. Very good in the mirror match. It's Psalm Strike going first. It's Chalice plus a body going second. We say Fuko, respecting the 10 pie deck. Flowering, respecting, like, stun decks. Okay, on to the next list now. We have the 10 pie dragon list from top 8. So 40 cards. Plays Fenrir, Ash, Veiler, Ogre, Moonlit, Imperm, Droplet, a Magma Mutt. Plays like standard engine. Yeah, so pretty like standard main deck overall. Just choosing like different non-engine cards. And then for the extra deck, we do play Ancient Fairy, so we play like the Necro Valley, Secret Village. In the side deck, we see Samurai Destroyer, Q-Bolt to get a free pop. Meteor Burst Dragon, Battle Phase Shutdown, playing the Lynx. Doesn't play the Striker Dragon or Dark Charmer. Side deck shifter. And then next list, we have the Melodious list that got top cut. The only one that got top cut, and this was in top 8. Also, a lot of people probably didn't know how to play against this deck very well, so that probably helped them out a lot. We can see Small World in the deck. Okay, that is not normal, but Small World can also search out Couplet and then get Couplet effect. Okay, we play Pot of Prosperity over Desires, play 1 Concerto because we play Pot of Prosperity. We can see 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 2 Veiler, 1 Ogre, 3 Imperm, 3 Talents. So I wonder if the 1 Ogre is because it works with Small World. I'm guessing that's the reason why, or maybe because they want to be able to search it off Small World. It has to be something to do with Small World, otherwise you would just play more Veiler. Then for the extra deck, we play 3 Botcha, 2 Link 2s. Okay, side deck. Oh, we play Condemn Witch, Barrier Statue. That's funny. Tantan is a time card. This is to protect your field from card effects. I'm not too sure what you would side this in against exactly. But Condemn Witch, you can go normal effects, search Droplet. On their turn, you contribute to bring out Barrier Statues. So then you have like Barrier Statue plus Protection. Maybe they decided to side this because they play Small World, so Small World can also search it. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, on to the next list now. We are going on to the top 16. We have Flu. We can see 2 Stree, 5 Tributes, playing the 3 Swallow, 3 Adventure. I think a lot of people are just gonna be playing 3 Swallow because of how popular like Imperm Veiler is. You really want to be able to dodge those cards. Also helps the consistency of the deck, which this deck always had a problem with. You can still brick on like non-birds, but they also like up the bird count a tiny bit to try to help with that. We see Snatch Steal, Change of Heart in the main deck. No Thrust in the main deck like we usually see, like 3 Thrust, 1 Harpy's Featherstorm. But they do decide to play the Steal spells, which is interesting because these cards don't work going first, but going second, they're like insane, especially against Snake Eye. And then this deck too, you could take an Appaloosa, use it to negate, or you could just like take anything and tribute over it because you are just a tribute summon deck at the end of the day. Extra, it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess it does matter a little bit because we play Slayer, so we have a few targets for it, not playing too many targets. And then we play like this package, which I guess is in case you like Dark Charmer, a Mirror Jade, or like just take a Mirror Jade. And then we play a few Harpy's Featherstorms. You could even side in Thrust going first, which I guess is fair because you do have to take out like 5 cards whenever you go first at least. So it's probably like take out these 5, put in these 5. But okay, going on into the next list now. We have Tenpai Dragon. Let's see, we have Standard Engine. And then for non-engine, we play Ash, Veiler, Moonlit, Ogre, Bell, Lightning Storm, Warlords. So instead of playing Droplet, we play Lightning Storm, Warlords. Warlords is a crazy card. As long as you don't get sent up against like the mirror match or something is fine. Even if you do get sent up against the mirror match, you can attempt to discard it off field spell at least. And like the odds of you drawing it too is like it's already like pretty low. But if you draw this against like Snake Eye, it's crazy, especially if you can like hand trap them twice or something and then flip Warlords. Like you don't even have to OTK. But okay, we can see they are playing Dark Charmer, they are playing Striker Dragon, so they cut down on Synchros. They're not playing the Ancient Fairy package that loses the hand traps. We play Heat Wave. Now next list, we have a Voiceless Voice list. This is all top 16 right now. We see the Odd Eyes Pendulum in the main deck. Play Instant Fusion for Millennium Eyes Restrict. which you can also like end up linking off. But just hand trap protection, I guess. Yeah, we play Called By in the deck too, so I mean we play a few hand trap protection cards. We also play 1 Talons, 2 Pot of Prosperity, 2 Ogre, 2 Moonlit. We play Diviner over the branded stuff. And then, okay, I mean, not too much weird about this deck. I guess like Odd Eyes, Instant Fusion. I guess, yeah, it doesn't play like, well, I mean, what, 3, 6, 9, 11, 13 hand traps, plus like a Talents and like half an Instant Fusion, half a Called By. So it's pretty much like 15 going second cards that can work. Then we got a Snake Eye Kashtira deck profile. So this one's playing 40 cards in it. Playing the, small Kashtira package. Doesn't play like any extra planets. Plays Jet Synchron with Dispatter Trishula. So we can use like a Kashtira, Black Witch plus Jet Synchron level 1 to make Trish. That's definitely something that you can do. Why do we play Dispow? I don't know if I like this. Because, like, Jet Synchron's, like, an okay card. Even if you aren't trying to synchro off consistently. Because then it lets you... Because we're not playing Snake Eye Diabellus Stars. So we can, like, Spell Trap Zone Oak. And then we still have, like, Original to bring out Jet Synchron. So, like, it's, like, an okay card. Even if you're not trying to go for synchros too often. But I guess it just feels weird to, like, see Dispatter without, like... Omega. It's also weird to see Trish. Side deck, we have like Deck Lockdown, Cross Out, Talons. So whenever we go first, our deck just becomes like infinite going first cards. The cash cards are also good going first. Okay, now on to the next list. Okay, yeah, we have Fire King Snake Eye. So we see Bell in the main deck. Ash, Moonlit, Valor, Imperm, playing 40 cards in it. A lot of people have gone over 40 in all Snake Eye lists, really, but especially the Fire King build, because these cards are a little bit awkward to draw, especially going second. We see Fenrir as a going first card, but also can go second against like Rogue decks, Deck Lockdown, 2 Princess, which I think is good for this deck. No Typhon in the extra deck. We do play the Doolittle combo. And then next deck list, we have the 1 Despia that got top at this event. So we play Gimmick Puppet in the main. Well, we only play 40 cards. We play Droll, Droplet, Thrust, Talons. This is more going second cards than like the 60 card lists are playing. We play 11 like non-engine cards that can go second. I mean, obviously Thrust and Talents are also good going first. Like Thrust and the Fusion Duplication, or just Talons being Talons. Play 2 Quem. Okay. We only played 1 Shrouded. Alright. Side deck Herald the Abyss. Respect Pearly with our Thrust. Which is like a little bit more fair too, because we're playing 40. So it's like, if we do play against that, like the odds of us drawing Thrust do go up a lot, because we're not playing 60, we are playing 40. D-Barrier, Karma Cannon for the Thrust, more Bestials to, work with these better. Well, obviously, like, Magnum, it's also just, like, broken against the matchups that it's broken against. And then, let's see, next we have Tenpai Dragon. So, this is, let's see, standard engine. Oh, but we also do play 2 Desires, so we play extra like ways to get to engine, extra consistency cards, and we play 3 Ash, 3 Valor, 3 Moonlit, 3 Ogre, 3 Imperm, 3 Droplet, 2 Lightning Storm. And then side deck, we side deck the Magma. We didn't want to main deck it. Side deck Shifter, Warlords, D-Barrier, backer removal. We play Whale in the deck. Okay, sure, deciding to play Whale. Maybe ending on this sometimes, and we Princess Pop. Wait, we don't even play Raging Phoenix. Oh, that's kind of crazy, right? Playing Whale over Raging Phoenix. Yeah, that is a little bit crazy. But okay, now we have another Tenpai list from top 16. We got the first one that main deck Shifter. A lot of them are not main decking Shifter, because Shifter does kind of hurt your deck. Then standard engine, yeah, and then plays backer removal. So Shifter, backer removal, Magma Mutt, Plays Nib in the deck. We could see Time Lord in this, in the extra deck. Ready Rose Dragon, Moonlight Dragon. They also play Whale. There's no shot all these people are playing Whale, right? Like, Whale is like, it's decent. It's very, 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 very decent. But you think they'd play Raging Phoenix for like the OTK line instead. Okay, yeah, we see Fenrir in the side deck. This is a card that you can side in if you don't know if you're going first or second. And it's like okay going second. And then going first, obviously, it's going to help you a lot if you were forced to go first. Now moving on to the top 32 lists, we have Yassine, playing the Fire King Snake Eye deck. I'm only playing 2 Black Witch in it, 3 Kieran, Ogre, Ash, Droplet, Talents, Imperm. Doesn't have Nib anywhere on the deck list, which, I don't know. I feel like Nib is like solid in the mirror match, but they probably want their deck to be more prepared for, you know, a large variety of decks. Then we got side deck like Crow, some Steel Spells, Cosmic, D-Barrier, Skill Drain. Yeah, Skill Drain's even better in like this build if you're able to combo off. But they don't play Snake Eye Diabelistar, so maybe it's not better anymore, because Snake Eye Diabelistar does help a lot under Skill Drain too. But okay, on to the next list. We got the Horus Stun deck that got top 32. Yeah, this deck's cool. Well, main deck Bestials, I don't know if they were always doing that. Playing Fenrir, you know, Planet, Terraforming Set Rotation, Secret Village, the Walls of the Imperial Tomb work with that too. Called by to try to hit Ash Blossom, like, you know, because I feel like you always get ashed on your Imseti effect, so maybe trying to stop that. Then we play Ultimate Slayer, we play the Amano Iwano, Evenly Match. I feel like there's not too much to say about this deck. Try to just like stick a Floodgate. And, like, if you go first, try to, like, stick a Floodgate win. Maybe try to stick, like, a rank 8. You know, if you have, like, Vanity's Fiend set up, try to set up, like, the Herratic Sky Dragon Overlord God. It makes it so that way they can't imperm this. Or if you set up Majesty's Fiend, and try to set up maybe, like, Ding. So that way they can't, like, beat over it with, like, a Black Witch. But, okay, on to the next deck list. We have another Snake Eye deck. So this one's playing Birch, Snake Eye Diabelistar, main deck Trap. Main deck Trap is crazy. We play 1 Nib, 1 Moonlit, 1 Droll, all for cross out. 1 Talents, probably also for cross out, but it does also help you go in first. 1 Flame Burge, because we play Snake Eye Diabelistar. You know, some people have tried to do that. I think it's a little bit weird, to be honest. But I guess they wanted to cut down on bricks, but they also added 1 into their deck. We play Fuko for Tenpai, Underworld Goddess for Talents and Towers monsters, Pit Knight early, side deck tons of Bestials, Lullaby of Obedience, D-Barrier, Anti-Spell. And then, let's see, next list, we got Marcus Patel playing Snake Eye. Then we have, I guess, side deck, yeah, we play like the Metaltronus, Skill Drain, Cosmic, a bunch of Steel Spells, some Bestials, we play Hope Harbinger. We do play the rank 1 Assembled to respect Tenpai more. Okay, and then, let's see, main deck. We play a couple Ogre in the main, so it's 3 Ash, 3 Moonlit, 2 Ogre, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, a Talents, 3 Crossout at 42. So we did decide to put Ogre in here. You know, the 1 Talents, you know, so that way you can cross out Talents, but also, like, Talents is still, like, a fine going first card. Well, I mean, it's still also fine going second. It's like a fine standalone card. I mean, to be honest, this card's probably just, like, better going second a lot of the time than it is going first. I feel like whenever you draw this card, you just get hit with Imperm and you're just sad. But going second, it's like always going to be somewhat alive. But people are also starting to set up Hope Harbinger a little bit more, so you still have to have like hand traps alongside of it. Okay, next top 32 list. This is the same exact list that we just went over, except I think the Link Spider, like the Assembled was in the last list. This is Link Spider. So I'm pretty sure like that was the only difference. Looks like the only difference, at least. But yeah, playing Link Spider, this helps you play through Nib a little bit better if you try to go for your Snake Eye Diabelistar combos, because these combos do play a little bit harder in the Nib, but they do make a lot better of an end board. So if you do get hit with Nib, then you're able to, well, like, you know, like if you go like Snake Eye Ash, you get hit with Nib, then you still can like bring this out and then try to like SP banish the Nib or something, and then you still have like SP banish, plus follow up off Temple. And then we have Jesse Cotton's Labyrinth deck profile. So we can see they play one Kook Clock. They do play the Backjack stuff, one of each, big body, which I feel like it's just like, you know, people are playing that kind of standard now. Ariana, Butler, Furniture, maxing out on the Welcome Traps. Karma Cannon, this card is so good. Main deck D-Barrier. Okay. Just praying we don't draw this against the Snake Eye matchups, but we do have Trap Trick to get into it versus the other matchups. And I guess if you do draw it against Snake Eye, I mean, your deck does have like a few discard outlets that you can like get to try to just like pitch it. Only 2 punishment. You know, just like 2 of works with Trap Trick, Imperm, Warlords in the main. Side deck, we can see the Unchained package for when you go first, Sphere Mode, Lava Golem, Phantasmate, Lord of Heavenly Prison, Eradicator at 2 of for Trap Trick, a 3rd D-Barrier for the matchups that it's good against. Okay, you know, bunch of punishment targets, double Sky Crisis, because this card actually does come up. Oh, we don't play any pot cards, we don't play Extravagance or anything like that in the deck. Now the next list that we have is the one Pearly deck that got into the top cut. Playing 5 Cats, Ogre, 3 Bestials in the main, Imperm, side decks the Ash Blossom. That's kind of crazy. Droplet, Talons, Chalice, doesn't play Pot of Prosperity in the deck. So, I mean, we play, what, 6, 9, 10, 15, 18 non-engine in the deck. And then we play, I mean, technically not minimum engine, because you could cut Cats down to 2. But with them playing no Pot of Prosperity, you probably just, like, have to play 3 of that, at least. Because, like, I don't know, no Pot of Prosperity definitely hurts the consistency. And then side deck, Shifter, Nib, Ash, Cosmic, D-Fissure. D-Fissure is really good in this deck because you can just activate it going first, protects you from hand traps. And then also is like a miniature Floodgate that's like not the easiest card to out. Like they're going to have to out it and then also be able to keep playing after that and us not stop them. So now, next list we got the Voiceless Voice deck. Playing the branded stuff and playing Diviner in it, playing the Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph, playing 3 Ash, 2 Droll, 1 Veiler, so 6, 3 Nib, 9, 3 Imperm, that's 12, so we played 12 non-engine, 2 Pot of Prosperity, 2 pre-prep. I like this card a lot, but I guess they do play Diviner and Branded Fusion, so they want to try to still have some non-engine in the deck, so they don't want to play too much engine. Side deck, Deck Lockdown, Silent Graveyard is kind of wild. Yeah, this actually is a wild choice. TC Boo, D-Barrier, yeah, this deck can definitely play TC Boo. It's kind of crazy, like this card hasn't really seen play in this deck, side deck in a while, and then all of a sudden I've seen it like a few times now over just like this weekend of tournaments. I think people are also trying to, like, you know, it's really good against, like, Tenpai, because, like, they're dragons, so you flip TC Boo, and they're like, oh, okay, I lose. If they don't OTK, they probably just, like, lose right away, most of the time, at least. Now on to the next list, we have the Dark World list that got top cut at this event. Play Tour Guide, the Versco, okay. Oh, we play... Okay, this list is a little bit wild, I'm not going to lie. We play the DD Crow Dark World spell. I mean, I feel like Dark World is probably the same as it's been for a while. At least the negates are out of the format for the most part. People are going for Hope Harbinger now, though. Less people are going for Dispatter. That's good for you. Dispatter probably just like ends the game instantly, like ripping 2 from your hand. Yeah, I guess this deck's probably in a better spot than it's been in a while, but I don't know, it's still kind of an awkward deck overall. I do like how Talents works in the deck, though, how you can always put, like, one Talents, because, like, you can just give them this, and then it's always live, or if they don't hand trap you, they're probably just losing anyways. And then on to the next list, we have a Snake Eye list. This is playing the Dispatter Omega Side Decks Monster Reborn. I noticed that right away. Some backer removal. Main deck, we have Ash, Valor, Moonlit, Ogre, Nib, Imperm, Crossout, Talents. And then, yeah, we play Jet Synchron. Oh, we don't play Snake Eye Diabellstar, but we do play Snake Eye Birch. Okay. I guess they're just sick and tired of not having a level 1 extender to search, which, I mean, can come up. Like, if you have original in graveyard, you go normal summon Snake Eye Ash. A lot of people let it go through, like, turn 3 to let you get Poplar, and then try to stop you after that. So if you have Birch in deck, that's good. Also, you have Bonfire that can search this, assuming that this goes through. It's not, like, the worst thing ever. It's definitely not the worst thing ever, but Birch is also, like, it's, like, a little bit mid. Play Underworld Goddess to try to beat the Talons. Okay, we do play Access Code. Wait. You notice something missing here? We don't play the Appaloosa. Okay. I guess we're just like full trying to commit into the synchro stuff. Okay. Alrighty. Sure. On to the last list now that we have is the Voiceless by Franco Persanio. We have Diviner, Trias, doesn't play the Odd Eyes card anywhere. Side decks the branded stuff. I wonder what we side deck this for. I mean, obviously for going first to have more engine. But maybe we sided in going second against certain matchups too. Or just like whatever Tenpai makes us do. Like, if we win game 1 against Tenpai, they might make us go first. So it's like Branded Fusion definitely goes in. We side deck Magma Mutt. Magma Mutt can search engine. Ogre, Crow, Cosmic, Called By. Extra deck looks fine. And then, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a fine Voiceless Voice deck. We played the 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 hand traps in it. Yeah, making this side with the deck's a little bit better going second game 1, and then like game 2, game 3, whenever you get to choose to go first. I mean, you can add more engine into your deck. Like, going second in Yu-Gi-Oh is definitely harder than going first in Yu-Gi-Oh for most cases. I mean, you might get unfortunate and draw a hand where like you just lose the one hand trap. That happens, but yeah, I guess you just gotta play to like as well as you can, and then at least you still have defensives. Plus, if you can like keep barrier on field, it's still follow up. Or if you get a Skull Guardian search to go through, that's follow up. But okay, yeah, that is all of the deck lists that we currently have, which is most of the deck list. Went over most of the deck lists. But yeah, it looks like Snake Eye is still just the dominant deck. But, you know, I mean, look at this top 4. There's 3 different builds of Snake Eye. We have Pure Snake Eye, Melodious Snake Eye, Kashtira Snake Eye. Melodious Snake Eye is definitely the one that has, like, the most, I don't want to say, well, I guess maybe I should say, like, most potential. Like, the deck's going to change the most out of all of them. Like, Kashtira Snake Eye is, like, practically solved. Pure Snake Eye is, like, practically solved. Melodious Snake Eye is not, though. But also, people are starting to add Snake Eye Diabellstar and Hope Harbinger, which is going to make the Snake Eye decks better. But that won't go into the Melodious build. Like, the Hope Harbinger won't. Well, most likely it won't. It definitely could end up being in there, but probably won't be. Because they have to play a lot of other stuff in their extra deck for their Melodious combos. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video. With that being said, also I'll leave a link down to this down below if you want to go ahead and check this out yourself and like download the deck list or whatever. But with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.